You are in the rant stream where I rant about whatever my $10 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one's for Languid Landscape Lad, who says, please rant about Princess Mononoke. I've given up hope on the Ghibli cast. By the way, did you catch it in theaters when Fathom screened it? Seeing it on the big screen was pretty spectacular. I did. We saw it in theaters in Boston. It was great. It was my first time seeing it in a while, I think. So it was pretty fucking, it was like, yes, I get to have like a pretty raw experience of this in the theater. And I absolutely loved it. And I still intend to do Ghibli Cast. Ghibli Cast, look, sometimes you have shows that you start doing it and you're like, this show's not a good idea. I'm not going to do it anymore. Sometimes you have shows that you're like, this is such a good idea that I will spend however long it takes over the rest of my life to make sure that this happens. And Ghibli Cast is one of those. But anyway, Princess Mononoke is, aside from being like heart-stoppingly beautiful all the way through, really well paced, great characters, great narrative, just amazing aesthetics, probably just one of the most incredible looking films of all time in general. But like what I really love about the story of that movie is that it essentially is about how you cannot kill God. You cannot overpower nature. You are not powerful enough. It is beyond your understanding. You don't really know what you're dealing with. And like, we as humans we believe that the only thing we need is to advance. We need to advance as quickly as possible, as efficiently as possible. We need to, get ourselves in a position of power. But we are corrupting the world around us in the way that we're going about it. We see how the Princess Kusharna, I think is her name, right? I'm not fucking that up, am I? She is cutthroat towards her own men, even though she loves and respects them. She nonetheless will sacrifice them, or she has a very cutthroat like relationship with reality, viewing it as like, oh, this is the way things are. You have to be like as brutal as possible and as efficient as possible. But like, it's unhealthy conditions. Even though the people are happy that they have a sense of purpose and they're taken care of by her, what they are doing is not necessarily the best way they could be living their lives, and definitely not living in harmony with nature, and ultimately they're trying to kill the god of the forest and take over and like be the people who are in control of their own destinies wholly, where it's proven that this is impossible, because if you do try to kill nature, it will override you. It will create an apocalyptic event in which it will reset itself. It will always live on, even if you don't. And so if you can't find a way to live harmoniously with it, it will ultimately overtake you, So, like, rather than fixating on the need for constant progress, we need to focus more on doing things the right way, which I think is, if I could summarize, like, Miyazaki's ethos, it would be, doing it right instead of doing it efficiently, So, which does not mean do it as inefficiently as possible, but yeah, obviously. So, that's my thoughts on Princess Mononoke for now. I'll obviously watch it again for a proper Ghibli cast.